Okay. We should... We should be good, I think. Yeah, I think we're okay now. So, in case anyone didn't see the first 11 or 17 minutes, we only opened 3 packs. Hullbreak Horror, Retroframe Blood Artist, and a foil Hanowar Watchkeep. Foil Epitaph Golem, Hopeful Initiate, foil Shrill Howler, Retroframe Luminarch Mantle, Mayor of Averbrook, and a Haunted Ridge. But that's been it. We've only opened 3 packs, so... Now we'll keep an eye on our frame rate as well, but it looks to be fine now, so... You know what? One more thing before we get back into it. Let's get a little more light in here. Okay. Siege Zombie, Cobbled Wings, Duel for Dominance, Voldarian Duelist. When this creature enters, a creature can't block. Okay. Strength in Arms, Delver of Secrets, which turns into the Insectile Aberration. I just saw that like a preview for me, like paused. Let's do that. And I saw that we ticked up a little bit in drop frames, so that's why I kind of stopped there. 6 mana, 4/5, enters, deal 4 damage to any creature with flying. Exile all spells and counter all abilities. Laboratory Maniac is always fun. Alternate win condition. Ooh. Full Art Abundant Growth. That's nice. Ooh, and a Conjurer's Closet. Bidding your end step, exile a creature you control, and then return it to the battlefield. So a lot of good ETB triggers. So, like, you can combo it with the Geist Catcher's Rig. You play this. So turn 5, you play the Conjurer's Closet. Turn 6, you play the Rig. You deal 4 damage to a creature with flying. End of turn, you flicker the Geist Catcher's Rig, and you deal 4 damage to another creature with flying. Retro Morbid Opportunist. Foil Hamlet Captain. Foil Retroframe Island. Doesn't even look like the picture's foil. It's just the borders on the land. Ooh, we have an art card. We'll see what that is. Alright. Reckless Scholar. Another Siege Zombie. Cobbled Wings. Dual... Okay, now it's different. Guardian Pilgrims. Hinterland Logger is a 2/1 that when it transforms is a 4/2 with Trample. Except for the Bloodline used to be a rare. Exile target creature and all other creatures with the same name. So really good to get rid of tokens. Ghoul Tree, 8 mana, 10/10. But it costs less for creatures in graves. I think I saw somebody yesterday. Like, it was cheaper, but not by much. Like, maybe instead of 8 mana, they got it for 6 mana or something like that. But, you know, still a 6 mana 10/10. Like, Rally the Peasants. Twin Blade Geist, that when it transforms, is an enchantment that gives double strike. And Reforge the Soul. It's a wheel. Ooh, Avacyn Priest in retro frame. And Crusader Vaudric. Retro Plains and I don't know the name. Bloodline Keeper. Oh, all right. All right. Imprison in the Moon. Good card. Lunarch Mantle. It of the Horde Swarm. You cast a spell, get 2 green insects. Butcher Ghoul. Gather the Townfolk. Saw somebody get the Faithful Hour one. Didn't help them win, but, you know, it's always nice to see. 1/1. 1 mana, 1/1 with haste. Becomes a 2/2 with menace. Okay. We saw Sever. We saw Hamlet. We saw Edgar's Awakening. Neglected Heirloom. +1/+1. When equipped creature transforms, transform the equipment. And it's a equipment with 3/3 and first strike. And a Shipwreck Marsh. Nice blue and black land here. Ooh, Retro Frame Cathar's Crusade. That's kind of nice. Our first rare Retro Frame. Spontaneous Mutation. Oh, the eye glows a little bit. -X/-0, where X is the number of cards in the graveyard. 2/2 Wolf Token. And an Arlen emblem. Oh, you know what? I should move a couple of those packs and start putting the cards back in the box. There we go. Mulgraf Millipede. Mill 3 cards. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature in your graveyard. Okay. Play this late game. You've already had a lot of stuff dies. Could be a 5 mana like 8/8. Festival Crasher. Traveler's Amulet. Battleground Geist. I used that in my draft yesterday. I also used Bound by Moonsilver. My options weren't great to use Bound by Moonsilver, but it was still partial remover. Triskaidekaphobia has now been downgraded to an uncommon. Oh, wow. Beginning your upkeep, choose one. Each player with exactly 13 life loses the game. Then each player gains a life. And each player with exactly 13 life loses a game. Then each player gains a life. Somebody in my pod was doing Triskaidekaphobia with Tree of Perdition. Uncaged Fury. Chalice of Life. If you have 10 or more than your starting life, it transforms into a Chalice of Death to make a player lose 5 life. You know what? I'll take a Vanquish the Horde. Board wipe. It gets cheaper for every creature on the battlefield. I'll take it. Retro Imprison in the Moon. That's cool. Ooh, and a foil Essence Flux. Exile a creature, then return a creature to the battlefield. If it's spirit, give it a counter. Island, and another modal card. Sanitarium Skeleton. Aim High. Seize the Storm. Actually, I want to read Seize the Storm. Make an elemental with trample, power, and toughness equal number instant sorcery cards with your graveyard, and those with flashback in exile. Okay. Think twice. Guardians of the Pilgrim. We saw the Awakener earlier. Haunted Dead. Good card. When it enters, you get a 1/1 spirit, and then you can discard 2 cards from your hand to return this to the battlefield tapped, which gives you a 1/1 spirit. And then also, the 2 cards that you discard, they may have Madness, which then allows you to cast them as you're discarding them. So, it's a very good card. Somber Walled Sage. 0/1 Dork, but you add 3 mana to cast creature spells. Pretty good. Tangible Virtue. Creature tokens get +1/+1 in Vigilance. Groundskeeper. Return a basic land from graveyard to hand. I don't know how relevant that ability would be. Like, unless you're facing in a discard deck, so you're like, alright, I'll discard this basic land, I'll pay 2 mana, get my basic land back, and then play my land, I guess? I don't know. Ooh, and our first mythic, Sigarda. 5 mana, 5/5, flying hexproof. You can't, your opponents can't make you sack permanents, essentially. Sigarda's really nice. Mist Raven, 4 mana 2/2, but you bounce something. I was able to get a little use out of this during the draft. Uvenwald Mysteries. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, investigate. And when you sack a clue, get a soldier. Retro Frame Foil Plains. Spider, Insect. Alright. Sigarda being our first mythic. That's pretty cool. I don't think she's been printed that much. Avacyn Restored, Ultimate Masters, and then Innistrad Remastered. I mean, she's not worth much, but I like her. All right. Wild Fierce Scarecrow. 1/4 that you can use to get lands in your hand. 2 black zombie tokens. 4 mana, create 2 black zombie tokens, or if you discard it, 3 mana to do it. Like, either way, it's not bad. Neonate's Rush. Like, 1 damage does kill a few things, but, you know, 1 damage to a creature doesn't really do too much. Ambush Viper, Flash Death Touch. Savage Alliance. Creatures target player controls gets trampled. 2 damage to target creature, 1 damage to each creature target opponent controls. Yeah, I mean, you escalate it, so what? You're paying 2 extra mana, so 5 mana to do 1 to the entire board, and then 3 to 1 of them, essentially. When it or another zombie you control dies, look at the top card of your library. If it's a zombie, reveal it and put it in your hand. If you don't put it in your hand, you may put it in the graveyard. True Holler. Thalia, Heretic Cathar. I love Thalia. Creatures in non-basic lands your opponents control enter tapped. It's a very nice card. Ooh. Retro Frame, Duskwatch Recruiter. 3 mana. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Reveal a creature card from among them. Put them in your hand. And then it transforms into creature spells cost 1 less. Like, my opponent got a lot of work out of the recruiter he had. And Retrid Grifoil. Swamp. Alright. Start going through the commons a little quicker. Luminarch Veteran's not bad. Transforms. So, front side is when a creature enters, you gain a life. Back side is when a creature leaves, you gain a life. +1/+0 flying. Return this from the graveyard to the battlefield. Attached to something? Oh, that's not bad. And Necroduality as another mythic. Whenever a non-token zombie you control enters, make a token copy of it. It's pretty cool. Ooh, and a Rooftop Storm full art. You can pay 0 rather than mana for zombies. Oh, wow. And a Hopeful Initiate retro frame. Oh, we didn't get the foil rare. That was not bad, though. That was a triple rare pack. I'm going to need to get my sleeves. I'm running out down here. Rooftop Storm's only 6? For some reason, I thought it was 7 for the mana value. Young Wolf is always good. Apothecary Geist would have been nice to get. I was running a Spirits deck and I did not get an Apothecary Geist. Oh, this transforms into something that gives you mana. Zombies get +1/+0. We got the Uvenwald Mysteries. Soul Cipher board. It's an artifact that transforms into a spirit. And it lets you draw 2, discard 1. Okay. Second Harvest. For each token you control, make a token. Blood Tithe Harvester. Standard All-Star card back in the Crimson Vow days. Ooh, and a foiled Tamio's Journal. Although the foiling, no, there's a bit of foiling there. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. Beginning of your upkeep, investigate, sack 3 clues, search your library for a card, put it in your hand. And a retro frame forest. And a human elemental token. Alright. 4 mana 3/3 with trample, but it enters with 2 counters if a creature died. Like, it's pretty good. Voldarian Epicure is great. Tragic Slip is cool. I think Soul Separator at one point was a rare. Five mana 4/4 that gives something -4/-4 if a creature died. Okay. Burning Vengeance. Town Gossiper. Tap an untapped creature you control. Transform it into a 2/3 that attacks each combat. Gravecrawler is very nice. Cast this card from your graveyard as long as you control a zombie. Brambleworm in retro frame. Bloodman Vampire in foil. Which, Retro frame Mountain. Blood token. Clue token. Oh, we have another art card. Let's see if I'll recognize it this time. Abundant Growth. Faithless Looting. Apothecary Geist is pretty good. Lightning Axe. Okay. Whenever one or more non-token creatures you control die, make a 2/2 zombie with decay. Shattered Sanctum. I think that's our third rare land from the box. Retro frame, Delver of Secrets. Ooh, and a full art foil. Undying Young Wolf. That is... It's only a common, but that is nice. Oh, that's Abundant Growth. I know that immediately. Boom. Abundant Growth. I'm actually gonna put the Young Wolf in a sleeve. There we go. Sleeve doesn't really help with the foiling, but it is still really cool to see. Essence Flux again, the Griff again, Crawl from the Cellar, Evolving Wilds, Delver of Secrets, Mentor of the Meek used to be a rare. Enters, look at the top 6 cards of your library, reveal a non-creature, non-land, put it in your hand. And it's a 2/1 that flies. Okay. Zombie that makes a zombie and then gives zombies Death Touch. Oh, there we go. Bloodline Keeper. Flying. flying 3/3 for 4. You make a 2/2 vampire. You can transform it if you have 5 or more vampires, and it becomes the Lord of Lineage, which makes all of your vampires get +2/+2, and can still tap to make vampires. Subjugator Angel in retro frame. Foil Angel's Tomb. Mountain. Zombie with Decay. And a Star zombie. There. Alright, well, Bloodline Keeper is coming into a sleeve. There we go. Ambush Viper, Neonate Rush. Join the dance, make 2 humans. Flashback for 5 to make 2 humans. It's not bad. Make a tapped 2/2 zombie for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. Captivating Vampire. Other vampires get +1/+1. Tap 5 untapped vampires, gain control of target creature, and it becomes a vampire. It works well with Bloodline Keeper, actually. Silent Departure. And a foil! Join the dance. I like how the fire can like disappear and you can see the silhouettes of the people. It's weird. The back on that one feels a little weird. Plains. Star Tree Folk. And a Red and 7 emblem. Oh, we got an art card. Bloodman Vampire. Spore Crawler. 3/2 for 3 that when it dies you draw a card. Like, it's pretty nice. Harvest Hand we saw. 5/5 but can't attack or block unless a player has no cards in hand. It is 2 mana. Like, it's alright. Grizzled Angler. Mill 2 cards, then if there is a colorless creature card in your graveyard, transform it. For a Anglerfish, a 4/5 that can make your opponent's creatures attack if able. Vexing Devil as a rare. Thing in the Ice as a rare. Defender for ice counters. Instant and sorcery removes the ice counters. And you get the Awoken Horror, which bounces all non-horror creatures to the owner's hand. That's pretty nice. Laboratory Maniac as a retro frame is good. Village Rites always sees play. Mountain, and that's the Gitrog monster. There it is. He's just a little guy. Oh, but he's giant, because look at that. There is a... that's a boat of persons. He is huge. All right. Thraben Inspector, one of the best 1-drops made. Abhorrent Researcher, which is the Delver of Secrets, but upgraded. 3/2, that becomes a 5/4. Cryptic Right is pretty nice. Your creatures tap for any color or mana. Retro Frame, Village Rites. Foil, Faithless Looting. Blood, Clue Token. Alright. Alchemist Greeting. Blazing Torch is actually a great enchantment in, like, this environment, so... Or, equipment, not enchantment. Gluttonous Guest. Desperate Farmer. 2/2 with lifelink. When another creature you control dies, it becomes a 4/3 with lifelink. 4/3 demon with that flies. 4/3 wolf that you can discard a land card and make a wolf. Three 2 with haste that transforms into... Oh, whenever a werewolf you control enters, you can transform it. That's pretty nice. Deserted Beach. So that's our 4th of the lands. Cryptolith Fragment. Foil Triskaidekaphobia. Like, if you get really close to the art, and we'll see if it focuses, you can count the utensils up here. There will be 13 of them. There's bloodstain on the wall there. There. It counts for 13. There's 13 pieces of logs. 13 pieces of glass. I think 13 bolts on the barrel here that you can see. I don't think this is correct, but there might be 13 branches that you can clearly make out. And I'm sure that there are others, but like the art with Triskaidekaphobia and everything is like 13. It's great. Retroframe Plains, and a spirit token, and a human token. Conduit Storms, that's the one that makes mana. Oh, Soulbound. When this enters, you can pair it with an unpaired creature, and then all creatures have haste. When it dies, make 2 spirits that fly. Okay. Lifelink, sack a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on each vampire you control. Oh, wow. Okay. Invasion of Innistrad, the only battle in the set. Target creature gets -13, and then when you finally get rid of all of its defense counters, when enchantment enters, create 2 2/2 black zombies. Exile a card from your graveyard. If it was a creature card, make a zombie. The prototype. Foil Rally the Peasants. And another Foil Plains. We are getting a lot of foil lands. Alright, Duelist, the Geist. I don't know if it's in the set, but there's a Geist that gives your spirits +1/+0, but then also I think there is another Geist that gives +0/+1. But I don't know if the +0/+1 is in the set. Murderous Compulsion, Commando, Harvest Hand, Grizzly Ghoul. This creature enters a +1/+1 counter for each creature that died this turn. Wow. Okay. And it's a zombie bear. Beginning of combat, target creature gets double strike until end of turn. Covetous Castaway. Dies, mill 3 cards. Disturb. Flying when it enters, shuffle 3 cards from your graveyard into your library. Okay. Tamiyo's Journal. Bound by Moonsilver. Tragic Slip, which is essentially the morbid ability, is the invasion of Innistrad. Mountain. Ooh. I don't know this one. I don't think this is right, but I'm going to say Lord of the Pit or something. Nope, Infernal Grasp. Okay. Another Syncopate, which is nice. +3/+0. If it's a human, the human has lifelink. Meat is meat. Oh, hey, Infernal Grasp. Okay, so that's the art is the alternate version. Infernal Grasp is a good card. Uvenwald Mysteries, Bloodhall Priest. When this creature enters or attacks, if you have no card in hand, it deals 2 damage to any target. 4 mana for 4/4, or you can madness it out for 3. Griff's Boon, Foil Abundant Harvest. Ooh, the berries light up. That's kind of cool. Well, those might not be berries, but like the flowers, essentially. Yeah. Tree Folk and Ren and 7 again. Being Alive. Another Abundant Growth. Dauntless Cathar. Spider Spawning. 1 damage to each of up to 2 target creatures. Transform. When it attacks, 2 damage to any target. Okay. Rooftop Storm. We got the alternate art for it earlier. Foil Avacyn Priest. The helmet glows a little bit. The staff kind of glows. Eh. Pull the rest of the packs out of the box so that I have space to put the cards. Okay, another art card. Alright, Faithless Looting, Essence Flux, Siege Zombie we've seen. Seen a lot of these. 1 mana 1/1 that flips into a 2/2 with Vigilance and add double green. Ooh, Voice of the Blessed. He was annoying to deal with back in like the Crimson Vow area. Hanawar Garrison. When it attacks, create 2/1/1 humans, and you meld with a land, and you get a giant creature. I only have the ability, but it's a 7/4 with trample haste that attacks. You get 2/3/2 zombies. Spider spawning, Conduit of Storms, Forest, and Abundant Grove again, but this time it is stamped with the signature. So yeah, we actually just right there. You can get a regular art card, or you can get a stamped art card. Delver of Secrets. Human Wizard and a Human Insect. Yeah, okay. Killing Wave. Clear Shot. Reckless Bloodseeker. Sack 2 blood tokens. And you get... each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life for 5 mana. Okay. Mirrorwing Dragon is a mythic. Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell that targets only this creature, that player copies that spell for each other creature they control that the spell could target. Each copy targets a different one of those creatures. So this one is not the greatest. So yes, if they try to cast like a murder on this, they copy it for each creature they control. So they're murdering their entire board to get rid of this. But on the flip side, they could be like, all right, I'll give your Mirrorwing Dragon +3/+3. Now all of my stuff gets +3/+3. So it's a double-edged sword. Ooh, Westville Abbey in Retro Frame. That's cool. 5 mana, make a human cleric, sack 5 creatures to flip. And you get a 9/7 with flying, lifelink, indestructible, and haste. Makeshift Mauler, Forest, and an art card. Or not an art card, a thing. Yeah. Mirrorwing Dragon is a 60-cent mythic. It's because it has that just dual-sided effect. Yes, they want to get rid of it. They're getting rid of their whole board. But they can just pump it, and they pump their entire board for no downside. Sanitarium Skeleton. Angelic Purge. Sack a permanent to exile an artifact, creature, or enchantment. Midnight Scavengers that grafts with, or melds with Graph Rats. But again, I only have the ability, which is Haste, Menace, and other creatures for the turn get +1/+0 and Menace. Thermal Alchemist, Boarded Window, Neglected Heirloom, Stitcher's Graph. Okay. Ooh, Retro Frame Second Harvest. That's cool. Oh, and a foil Tree of Perdition. Nice. That was a triple rare pack. That was cool. Oh, I think that's new art for Tree of Perdition too. It is new art for Tree of Perdition. Well, no, this was actually back. This art was back from Jumpstart 22, but it has a like a little dead girl there. It has been downgraded from a mythic to a rare, though. Syncopate. Fiery Temper is pretty good. Especially if you can Madness it. Skirkhag, High Priest. If a creature dies, tap 2 untapped creatures. So tap 3 creatures to make a 5/5 with flying. I mean, it's definitely possible, but it's not the greatest. Hey, Hanawar Battlements! I could do the meld. I will show the entire thing in a second. Fiend Hunter. That's not bad. Foil Voldaren Epicure, Mountain, Spirit Human Token. Alright, where'd the Hanawar Garrison go? I know it wasn't that far. There it is. Alright. So you get the creature, and you also have the land. You pay the 5 mana here. If you control both, own and control this land and a creature named Hanawar Garrison, exile them and meld them in a Hanawar the Writhing Township, which looks like, you know, Howl's Moving Castle. And that's what it looks like. Just gonna give myself a little bit of space up here for some more packs. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 packs left in this box. Oh, we got an art card. I love doing the art card game. Worm, Evolving Wilds, Delver of Secrets, Blood Tithe. I mean, that is 5 of 5 lands, I believe. Think Twice Retro Frame, Spectral Shepherd, Island. Well, that's Bloodline Keeper as the signature. That is weird that we have gotten 5 art cards, and 4 of them have been the same. Alright, Braid, Rage Assistant, Butcher Ghoul, Cackling Counterpart was great for me last night during a draft. So before Wedding Announcement, Ambitious Farmhand, 2 mana 1/1. You get a Plains in your hand. It's not bad. If you have 3 or more creatures with different power, you can transform it into a 3/3 lifelink. Wedding Announcement. Put an invitation counter on this enchantment. If you attack with 2 or more creatures this turn, you draw a card, otherwise you make a human. Then when you have 3 or more invitation counters, it flips into an anthem. Wedding Announcement is a ridiculously strong card. Spectral Shepherd. Ooh, foil Elder Deep Fiend. Flash Emerge. When you cast a spell, tap up to 4 target creatures. That's nice. have seen a lot of these from earlier. Yeah, Angel's Tomb. Whenever a creature enters, it can become a 3/3 angel for the turn. Cathar's Call. Has Vigilance at the beginning of your end step. Make a 1/1 human. Hey, the Graph Rats. I'm not going to dig for the other guy. But, oh, wow. We got Gisela, which is cool. That is the art for the Chittering Host. Gisela, 4/3, flying first strike of lifelink. And then if you have Gisela and a creature named Bruna, you can transform them into Brisella, Voice of Nightmares. I will just put that aside for now, and maybe I'll be able to show it. Retroframe Abundant Maw. Foil Olivia's Dragoon. 1/1 Wolves with Death... Who makes 1/1 Wolves with Death Touch? I don't know. But also, it's a 2/2 wolf. But Gisela is a great pull. So, let's not put that down there. Let's bring that up here. Alright. Essence Flux. The Griff. Killing Wave. Travel Preparations. Mystics to Retrieval. Return an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to hand. You can flash it back. So you can end up getting multiple recursions of a spell. I don't really know how good this is. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess you can recur, like, removal spells, essentially, to keep yourself alive. Ooh, that's a nice hit. 2 mythics in a row. Emrakul, the Promised End. 13/13 for 13. Costs 1 less to cast for each type of card in your graveyard. When you cast a spell, gain control of target opponent during that player's next turn. After that player takes an extra turn. Flying Trample protection from instants. Biolume Egg. 0/4 for 3. Defender. When it enters Scry 2. And then if you sack it, you get a 4/4 that can kind of become unblockable for a bit. Foil Swamp. 1/1 Vampire. 2/2 Vampire that flies. So this would be... this one would be for the Bloodline Keeper. Yeah, very nice on the Emrakul there. I am curious. The Emrakul and the Gisela. Emrakul, the Promised End. I mean, Emrakul right now is like a $20 card. The Broken Blade. And Gisela, like a $10 card. Oh, art card. Boom. Flip it over so I don't see the name. Travis' Amulet, another Battleground Geist. Midnight Scavengers. Oh, that is... Wow, that is 3 mythics in a row. Edgar Markov. One of the best the best vampire commander. 6 mana for 4/4. If it's in your command zone, if you cast a vampire spell, you get a 1/1. If it's on the battlefield and you cast a vampire spell, you get a 1/1. It's got first strike and haste, and when it attacks, you pump your entire vampire board. Like, Edgar Markov is a crazy card. Archghoul of Thraben. Fester High Boar, land, and I wonder who this could be. Maybe this is no, it's Edgar. So we got Edgar's art with Edgar. That is nice. We had a lot of packs there in a row where it was just like nothing really coming, like maybe a couple of interesting things, but 3 mythics in a row. Like, I mean, right now it's pre-sale price, or no, technically it's release price. It's $40. Like, Edgar is great. All right. Luminarch Veteran. Duelist Procession. Eldritch Evolution. Additional cost to cast, sack a creature. Search your library for a creature card with mana value X or less, where X is 2+ the creature's mana value. Put that card on the battlefield and then exile Eldritch Evolution. I think this is a good card. It might be a very good, like, EDH card. I don't know if I've heard of this being played in, like, Modern or anything, but I can see this being very strong. Ancestral Anger. Foil Abundant Growth in the Borderless. Island. Spirit Human. I think that's our 3rd Spirit Human pack. Or token, not pack. Alright. ENH Rush. Mangler. Inspiring Captain. Great board pump for a turn. Unnatural Growth. Beating in combat, double the power and toughness of each creature you control. Little difficult if you're in more than green, or even more than just 2 color because of the quadruple green pip. But it's a good card. I know that much. Scorn Villager, Gather the Townfolk, land, and double-faced checklist card. Silent Visitor. Beginning your upkeep, if that beginning of each player's upkeep, if that player has no cards in their hand, you draw a card and lose life. And you can madness it out for its mana cost. Noose Constrictor. Pretty good with the madness mechanic. Pretty good in alchemy. Tree of Perdition, which we already got earlier. Tireless Tracker, which is pretty nice. Landfall, make a clue. When you sack a clue, put a counter on him. Wretched Griff, and a foil Wretched Throng. Alright, 2 packs left. I think the box is out of gas. But we'll see. Oh, one more art card. Alright, there. Didn't see it. Young Wolf. Ridge Wolf. Desperate Farmer. Honeymoon Hearse. Tap 2 untapped creatures you control. It becomes an artifact creature. So it doesn't even have a crew. The crew is 2 creatures rather than like 3 power or something. So a little weird, but I mean, hey, a 5/5 with trample is a 5/5 with trample. Twin Blade Geist. Deathclap Glade. Okay, so that's our 6th land. So we got 6 of the 10 lands. Essence Flux and Retro Frame. Grizzled Angler. Forest. What is this? Is this this is not, this can't be like Epitaph Golem. Mausoleum Guardian or something like that. Mausoleum Wanderer. I'll give that to myself. There we go. All right, final pack of our play booster box. No art card. All right, Voldaren Epicure. Lumberknot, 1/1 with hexproof. When a creature dies, he gets stronger. He can get incredibly strong incredibly quickly. I don't recognize this. Angel Fire Ignition. 2+1/+1 counters on a creature. Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink, Indestructible, and Haste. Oh, wow. Okay. That's actually pretty cool. Hey, Lumberknot. Foil, Runbound Roof, Wolf. And that is it. Obviously, our best hit is the Edgar. But we got an Emrakul and a Gisela, which are 3 pretty cool mythics. Some of our full arts weren't that bad. I'm just trying to see what else I ended up putting in a sleeve. Foil Tamio's Journal. That's okay. The Rooftop Storm. The Necro Duality. Sigarda's not worth much, but Sigarda's cool. I like Sigarda. So, not the... I mean, granted, I don't know if... I don't know what the expected value is for the box. But I mean, like, getting these three are absolutely huge. And this is my first ever Edgar, so I'm very happy with how that play box went. So now we're gonna move that there. I'm gonna bring this over, and I need to get some sleeves because we'll need them. There we go. I mean, I really shouldn't need more than that, I don't think. So, all right. Get some of this plastic off as we get into our collector box. All right. Opening it up. Is there no... I could have swore I heard something of Innistrad Remastered having box toppers. Oh, box toppers are back with Aether Drift. That must have been what I was thinking. So I guess I'm a set early. Oh, you know what? You never know. You never know. We might pull some hot stuff in here. These gloves are also very tight around the hands. Alright, I don't know how these are correlated, but we'll take a look. So we have token, okay, and then we have rare. So I guess we'll do it like this, actually. We'll put the pack there. And we'll zoom in even more. Well, this is as much as I can zoom in. Bloodman Vampire. Village Rites. Cobbled Wings. Harvest Hand with its backside foil. Cathar's Call. It's pretty nice. Blood Mist. Erupting Dread Wolf on the back with the Smoldering Werewolf on the front. A little hard to do this. Alright, land. So, we'll be able to get into the weeds. First one. Alright, Retro Frame, Grapple of the Past. Not foil. Retro Frame, Lupine Prototype. Foil, Retroframe, Lupine Prototype. Alright, Decadent of Perfection. Cast an instant sorcery, created 1/1 blue human wizard token. If you control 3 or more wizards, transform into a 6/5 flying. Wizards get +2/+1. Instant sorcery makes a human wizard. Okay. Full art Cryptolithrite. That's pretty nice. Mausoleum Wanderer in retro frame. And Mausoleum Wanderer in full art. Okay. And then the Human Wizard and the Jace Unraveler of Secrets. Let's put the Mausoleum Wanderer. I don't know if we'll do it that way. Again, I think I'll just go through the rares, and then we can kind of just, like, quickly shimmy through the commons. That was a very heavy blue pack, too. Alright. Alright, so we get a 5/5 demon, which would be for Westvale Abbey. And a 1/1 human cleric to go with it. Alright, foil retro for aim, Hopeful Initiate. Memory Deluge. Thalia Heretic Cathar. Not too bad. Cathar's Crusade in foil. Crawl from the Cellar. And then I think everything else. Yeah, everything else now is the commons and the uncommons. Okay. I mean, the Thalia is pretty cool. I might throw Thalia. Like, I might replace a Thalia that I have in one deck with that Thalia. Alright. Spirit token. Ooh, full art Vanquish the Horde. It's pretty cool. Retroframe Wedding Announcement. Oh, okay, well, we have the Gitrog monster in foil. Ooh, there we go. Retroframe Avacyn of Hope. That's nice. And a foil Gitrog monster. I'll read the Gitrog monster in a second. And the Avacyn of Hope. Mountain. Spider spawning is pretty cool. Oops. Okay. Gitrog monster. Sacrifice Gitrog monster unless you sack a land. You can play an additional land. And whenever one or more lands are put in your graveyard from anywhere, you draw a card. Like, very good card. And then Avacyn, Flying Vigilance, Indestructible. Other permanents you control have Indestructible. Like, she is a great card. Well, I will actually need more sleeves because I didn't pull out enough. Wedding Announcement in retro frame. Foil Vanquish. Gitrog monster is always fun. Alright. Just trying to get things set up. So that's easier for me to, like, clean up. I think we'll do that. Alright. Blood token. Foil retro frame second harvest. It's pretty nice. Ooh. Movie poster Hermit Druid. Nice. 2 mana for a 1/1. So, 2 mana for a 1/1. Green. Reveal cards off the top of your library until you reveal a basic land. Put that card in your hand and all other revealed cards this way into your graveyard. It's very hard to read, but it is still pretty cool. Ooh, and Sigarda in retro frame is nice. Heartless Summoning in foil is pretty cool. Foil Gather the Townfolk. Travel. Angelic Purge. Mountain. Okay. That Hermit Druid is pretty nice. And honestly, that the second harvest, I do wonder, like, is that something? Like, I mean, if you're a token deck, being able to just mass dump a bunch of tokens, essentially. No. Doesn't appear to be. I thought it'd be pretty decent, but all right, wolf token. Through the Breach in retro frame foil. You can put a creature card from your hand on the battlefield. It gets haste, but you have to sack it. You can splice it on Arcane, which doesn't really do anything in the Innistrad world. Another Hopeful Initiate. I think we've pulled like 5 of these now. Spell Queller. 3 mana for a 2/3 flash flying. Enters, exile a spell with mana value 4 or less. When it leaves, the exiled owner may cast a spell without paying the mana cost. This was very annoying. I think this was back in Shadows or Eldritch Moon, one of the two. And just very annoying to deal with. So, foil Deathclap Glade. Foil full art with Raven Inspector. Full art Young Wolf. Prison of the Moon. Okay. The Through the Breach is nice. Hopefully it is not. And I think that's like our 4th Hopeful Initiate now. So, Spell Queller is also pretty cool. I'll take a foiled Death Cap Glade. Like, foil lands that do see a lot of play are always nice. Alright. Treefolk. Captivating Vampire foil movie poster. Ooh, very nice. We saw the original version earlier, but 3 mana 2/2. Other vampires are stronger. You can tap 5 untapped vampires to gain control of a creature, and it becomes a vampire. That is pretty nice. Ooh, Mass Hysteria. All creatures have haste. Which makes sense on Innistrad. Oh, very nice. Sorin, Imperious Bloodlord. A creature gets Death Touch and Lifelink. If it's a vampire, put a counter on it. You can sack a vampire and deal 3 damage to any target and gain 3 life, or just put a vampire from your hand onto the battlefield. And he recently got banned. I think it was in Modern, because just turn 3 Vein Ripper. So, yeah. That is very nice. Oh, the angels are, like, crying, too. Cruin Outlaw. 3 mana 2/2 with First Strike that flips into a 3/3 with Double Strike, and werewolves have Menace. Wow, okay. That's pretty good. Duskwatch Recruiter in, I don't know what showcase framing this is considered. But, I mean, it does look really cool. Scorn Villager. Gather the townsfolk. Alright. Lingering Souls. Flashback Lingering Souls. I think I will sleeve up the Mass Hysteria. And sure, the Cruin Outlaw. I honestly don't, like, it's been so long since the original Innistrad block happened that I honestly do not remember Cruin Outlaw. But that is that's a pretty good card. And then, oh, the captivating vampire just before I sleeve it up. So nice. That is really cool. Captivating vampire. Yeah, right now, like, the foil's floating around like 20 bucks. Like, that's pretty cool. Alright, we're already done through half the box. Not... Like, obviously, the Captivating Vampire, the Sorin, Through the Breach is actually pretty nice. The Hermit Druid. Avicen's probably our biggest pull so far. Alright. Spirit token. Ooh. Retro Huntmaster of the Felds. I'll take that. Enters or transforms into Huntmaster. You make a 2/2 and gain 2 life. And then it flips into... Ravager of the Fells. When it flips into Ravager of Fells, it deals 2 damage to target opponent or planeswalker and 2 damage to a creature that player or that planeswalker's controller controls. But we got the Meat Hook Massacre 2. Or no, the Meat Hook Massacre. So, black X. When the Meat Hook Massacre enters, each creature gets -X till the end of turn. Whenever a creature you control dies, you make your opponents lose a life. But whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, you gain a life. I mean, I will take the Meat Hook Massacre. That is awesome. Metallic Mimic. Didn't we just get Maelstrom Pulse in Foundations? I feel like we got Maelstrom Pulse in Foundations. 3 mana, destroy each non-land permanent and each other permanent with the same name as that permanent. So it is it's token removal, essentially. Ooh, Ambitious Farmhand Retro Frame. That's kind of nice. Smoldering Werewolf. Another Thraben Inspector. In which then, you know, Sever the Bloodline is the same thing. It's token removal, but you exile them. Which... Ooh. I will take that Meat Hook Massacre, so, like... Meat Hook Massacre is a very good card. Let's see here. The Meat Hook Massacre. I'm guessing that's considered the showcase version. Yeah, just a regular version here. $34, which is pretty nice. But it also just looks really cool. Alright. Human Soldier. Okay. Retroframe Cryptolith Rite. Hey, another Huntmaster of the Felds. Cultivator Colossus. Power and toughness equal to the number of lands you control. When it enters, you can put a land from your hand on the battlefield tapped, draw a card, and repeat this process. Stitcher's Graft. Ooh. Full Art of Braid Foil. That's nice. Covetous... Oh, yeah, okay. We saw that guy. Infernal Grasp actually is not bad. Alright. Move those aside, and I guess that aside. Alright. So. Come on. Am I unable to open these sleeves while I have gloves on? There we go. Sure, Stitcher's Graft, Huntmaster, Cryptolith Right actually is pretty good. There we go. 4 packs left. Alright, there's the 3-2 Eldrazi Horror from the Hanowar battlements. Oh, Retro Frame Foil Meat Hook Massacre. That is spicy. We're going to put that down and we're going to sleeve it up immediately. Oh, okay. What's with all the Huntmaster of the Felds? Like, alright, I get it. Cathar's Crusade. Overcharged Amalgam. Flash Flying Exploit. When it exploits a creature, counter a spell, activated ability, or triggered ability. Okay. Larian Epicure. Valor Stance. Silent Departure. Mountain Gossiper. Opportunist. Groundskeeper. Scorn Villager. Young Wolf. That is really cool. In Retro Frame, the foil is about 50. I mean, hey, I will not say no to 2 different Meat Hook Massacres, especially when I didn't pull one. Back in the original, was that Midnight Hunt? I think that was Midnight Hunt. Where'd the sleeve box go? I'm gonna need more. Not that many more, though. Alright. 3 packs left. We're getting some bangers. Let's see what else we can get. Heartless Summoning, Retro Frame Foil. Heartless Summoning. Rooftop Storm, which we already got as a extended art. Zealous Conscripts as a foil. That pack was not great. Yeah, that was not a great pack. Especially when you get 2 of the same rare in the pack. Like, we'll put that there, I guess. Sure, Rooftop Storm. Zealous Conscripts is nice, but, like, it's a 5-mana 3/3. And, like, I think originally it's worth, like, 20 cents or something like that. Alright. Second to last pack here. Bedlam Reveler. Full art. 8 mana for 3/4. Costs less for each instant and sorcery in your graveyard. Prowess. When it enters, discard your hand. Draw 3 cards. Ooh, I'll take a Snapcaster Mage. That's pretty cool. Ooh, and a full art Restoration Angel, too. Shattered Sanctum. And then it looks like we are... Yeah, so that was the Snapcaster pack. That was the best card, even though I don't think Snapcaster sees play anymore. Like, I think Snapcaster has somehow been power crept out of formats. Alright, and Snappy. Don't worry, Play Snappy. Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, it's like 15. Alright. Final pack of the box. That was a nice pull. Big whammy. Big hit, no whammy. Ha! Oh! Foil Conjurer's Closet. Oh, actually, that's not bad. Conjurer's Closet. Vexing Devil. Unnatural Growth. Retro Frame Foil Blood Artist isn't actually that bad. But that was a weird collector box, I'll say. Conjurer's Closet isn't worth much. Oh, it's been actually reprinted more than I thought it had. Yeah, like right now the borderless version of Conjurer's Closet is like $3. The foil is actually $7. Like the Blood Artist might be a little something. Vexing Devil, people thought it would be good, never became good. Yeah, I think, yeah, that was weird, because I think we got a full playset of Huntmaster of the Felds in the collector box. So there was one. We ended up getting a lot of duplicates, actually. And a lot of duplicates, I realized, in the same pack. Like, we got double Mausoleum Wanderer. That was in pack 1. We got double Conjurer's Closet in a pack. We got double Heartless Summoning in the same pack. Oh, and we ended up getting another Heartless Summoning. So we got 3 of 4 Heartless Summonings in the collector box. And then, yeah, we got 2 Meat Hook Massacres. Was it 3 Huntmaster of the Felds? I think it was 3 Huntmaster of the Felds as well, yeah. So, like, we almost got a playset of 3 cards, or 2 cards, at least, just in the collector box. Which is weird. Like, I understand collector boxes have, you know, you're pulling rares and, you know, but you would think, like, all right, instead of a Huntmaster of the Felds, maybe I got, like, a Retro Frame Restoration Angel, or maybe a Retro Frame Zealous Conscripts. But it's just weird that, like, 2 of the cards, 2 cards in the set, we almost got an entire playset of just in the collector box. But I think, like, obviously, Hermit Druid, Captivating Vampire, Double Meat Hook Massacre, like, those are pretty good. I think Avacyn and Through the Breach, because they're retro frame, are going to be pretty good. Avacyn, Angel of Hope in retro frame. I mean, regular price is like 20. What about Through the Breach? Retro frame. Oh, and it's a retro frame foil too. No, it's actually $2. Wow. I mean, okay, so a movie poster, 1 out of every 4 collector packs actually isn't that bad. I don't remember what the pull rates are supposed to be for those. But a Cultivator Colossus is pretty good. Soren, even though he's banned, is always pretty good. I mean, any sort of Blood Artist effect, people love those. So, I think I'm indifferent on the box. A little annoyed we got, like, so many duplicates and so many packs that had just a duplicated card within them. Like the Heartless Summoning and the Conjurer's Closet and the Mausoleum Wanderer. Yeah, that was 3 of the 12 packs. We literally had the same card. But, like, I think, I still think, like, we did decently. So, I may have broken even on how much I paid for the box. So, that's always good with me. And I'll be able to, like, fill out a nice binder to have, some of these, movie poster cards in. So that'll be good. But yeah, that's going to be it. I don't see anyone in the comments. So, if you were lurking, thanks for being here. And, you know, I think we'll take a small little break from Magic because I know I've been doing a lot of Magic content lately. And we'll probably come back tomorrow with some Sly 2 Band of Thieves.